Well, I just called back Mr. M. First question to me was, "Are you available to sub or no?" I said, "Yeah." You know, I didn't have my phone with me. I'm sorry. I said you called me this morning. He said he called me twice this morning, and he left messages both times, and that he got somebody else for the sub job today. He didn't call me a week ago, and I did not get any voicemail messages from him today. Um, he did call me this morning at about 6:15. I did not answer because of our situation at home, and I'm really tired, and I wanted to make sure that I got Jake to school okay, and he was okay. I'm really tired though, and I need to sleep too. Because I haven't gotten much sleep yesterday or today. I don't ever sleep that much anyway when I go to bed at night because I'm so just worried about our situation in that house that we're living in now. Because Charles is playing games. Like last night, it was about, I don't know what time it was, but as soon as I got up and turned the bedroom light off where Jake and I sleep, Charles immediately opened Darlene's door and went into the bathroom and stayed in there 10, 15 minutes and went back to Darlene's room. Our bedroom door was closed. Jake was in his bed. So Charles didn't have any contact with me or Jake last night. And this morning, as soon as my alarm went off, Charles started his truck up outside at the curb. So this kind of synchronized kind of movement. Other times, like when I've come around the door from the kitchen, Darlene's been standing. And one morning, she was standing in her doorway. And as soon as I come around that corner from the kitchen, she went right into the bathroom where she started running water at 6:30 and was getting text messages the whole morning. Starting at 6:30, she got a text message, jumped up and ran into the bathroom, and occupied the bathroom until 6:12, or excuse me, from 6:30 till 7:12. So, and she had locked the door that goes to the other extra bedroom, the third bedroom, where there's a bathroom and a shower. You know, so Jake couldn't take a bath, and neither could I, or a shower before I did take Jake to school. And this is all Charles doing, and it's got something to do with, uh, you know, somebody calling Darlene or sending her text messages over and over again, starting right when I wake up in the morning. Um, just it's absolutely insane, and it's obvious that it's some kind of falsified monitoring. Nobody ever gives me a bath. Nobody runs water for me. Nothing like that. And like last night, Ryan came into the store right when I was pushing the beer cart out. No, was it? Yeah, it was. It might have been the beer. No, it wasn't the beer cart. It might have been. It was something. I went outside. It might have been. What was it? Yeah, it was the beer cart. Whenever it was something that I. It was the beer cart or it was the Red Bull cart. Uh, and his he says his brother is who the other guy that came with him is. And so his brother stayed outside, and Ryan went into the store. Said, you can't go in there, you gotta wait till I come in. He said, I'm just gonna stand in front of the register. Okay, why? All he did was buy a pack of cigarettes, and his brother didn't enter the store at all. But I didn't get any voicemail messages from Mr. M today. And I got one call from him and then another one from Neil at Linwood, so it might have just been the main number. And he says he called Mr. M says he called me a week ago. He didn't call me last week at all. So that's like saying, oh, he called me to sub, but I just didn't show or didn't answer. So that would have been 2 jobs, $160 that I'd have gotten on this paycheck that I'm not getting because I didn't work. No. Maybe this morning that might be true, but not for last week. He didn't call me. He called me once a couple of weeks ago and asked me where the laptop was. It was the day after I subbed for him. But he didn't call me last week, period. If he did, the phone didn't ring. And there was nothing on my phone on the screen or anything to say that he'd called me. No voicemail or anything. So he's saying that he's calling me and that I'm not coming to work. And that's just not true. For last week, anyway. He didn't leave me any voicemails today either, so he said he got somebody else. He's like, are you available to sub or no? Yeah. Like, gee, are you still on the sub list? He said, well, the next time he gets a sub job, he's going to call me. And I think today would have been the last day of the pay period, so I should have answered that call this morning, but I was so tired, and I know he would have told me to be there by 7, and it was already, 6:15. I believe it was around 6:15. I'll check and see. But can't get blood out of a turnip, hun. And the time Jake and I got home and ate some food, and this bullshit with Charles, it's just very demanding, and it's stressful, and it takes a toll. Not being able to sleep and being worried. I had Jake pull the blinds up on those front 2 windows last night, and we slept, like Jake and I slept in our room with the lights on all night because of the game that Charles played. So that's how that goes, and that's how it happened. I don't know what else to say. He's saying, because I called Mr. M saying, because I called you last week and I didn't get an answer. And he said, I called you twice this morning and left 2 messages and you didn't call back. He said, well, the next time I get a sub job, I'm going to call you. I said, okay. I'm not turning down work, and I would never do that. Just to sit on my ass and not do anything. Because last week I was praying every day that he would call me, and he didn't. So he didn't call me last week at all.